Here's a question that came in email, Andrew. What recourse do I have with an expungement not handled correctly? I was arrested 10 years ago. I hired an attorney and went through pre-trial intervention and got an expungement. I got all the documentation that I believed I needed. I was hired for a well-paying job in the city pending a criminal investigation. They told me because of this arrest I was not hired.
Thank you for the question. An expungement doesn't necessarily mean that the original arrest, prosecution, and even possible conviction just goes away. What an expungement is, it sets aside the conviction. Whenever your case is expunged, with an ordinary investigation, it will not show up on the NCIC sheets, on the local law enforcement sheets, and for the most part it becomes completely transparent. I got a case expunged for a person in the city of Scottsdale, municipal court, and then I needed some information. I went there the next day to get it. They couldn't give it to me because it had been expunged. It wasn't even accessible to the court administrator's office. The issue more comes up when there's an application and then you have to answer the questions on an application for employment. There's case law that says if you're asked on an application, have you ever been arrested or have you ever been charged, even though ultimately the case was expunged, you still have to answer truthfully and say, yes, I was arrested. Yes, I was charged. You can say there was either no conviction, if that happens to be the case, or if there was some type of intervention, you can explain it, but you just simply can't deny that this arrest ever occurred. And it says, if you've ever been arrested, or if you've ever been charged criminally, and you put down no, and then somehow the vestige of this case surfaces somewhere, even though everybody did their job, it could still surface, then your employer can discharge you. Sometimes not so much because you actually had this case, but you didn't answer truthfully on the employment application.